There's actually a lot of golden
potential.
There's well because they're trying to decide, right? They're trying to decide. 4 teams left.
Shit on us like that
Did you?
already, dude?
Well, I'm outside in the cold, windy weather, bearing these elements right now with coverage presented by Omni Slash to talk to Lourlo after an unfortunate loss against Clutch Gaming. First off, thank you for doing an interview. I know a lot of people don't like to talk too much after a loss, but why do you think that the game went the way that it did?
I think a few things took place. I think one, we weren't looking for as many productive plays as we should, and on top of that, they had 3 TPs. They had the Spellbook Ornn and then Malzahar, and also the GP ult to counteract our plays. I don't know. It felt like a lot of just in general, there's a lot of nerves that need to be settled out. It just felt like everyone was super nervous on the first day, and that's the general feeling I got.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that this was is this representative of your current skill level, or do you think that this was just an off day, kind of the first day jitters kind of deal?
It really felt like people were just nervous. Honestly, it just felt like we had even just going in, it felt like the atmosphere was a lot of it was just really nervous atmosphere. I think if we can just make sure to go in with a really open mind, just we have so many games to play at the start of the season, then I think it'll pan out better.
So I hope you take this in the right way, but I will say one thing that was interesting was that on Team Liquid, it felt like there was so much pressure on that team. Everyone was talking about it. Everybody felt like it should have been doing better. There were a lot of embarrassing losses, etc. What's interesting is that with Golden Guardians, a lot of people are putting you towards the end of the power rankings right now. So do you feel as though that kind of lessens the pressure compared to your previous team?
Well, even if there's a lesser pressure from the outside environment, I always put a huge amount of pressure on myself. I think this split in particular, I'm working as hard as I can. I'm putting more hours than I've done in past split on Liquid, and I'm gonna try to become just better and better. And I want to become a top talent this split, and I want to show it. So I'm gonna keep working hard. Even if the pressure is not from an outside source, I'll put it on myself and make sure I improve.
Where do you see the areas that Golden Guardians needs to improve right now?
Honestly, there's gonna be a lot of things because we're a new team, and also there's just gonna be a lot of things we have to pan out. I think one, proactivity is gonna be a big thing for us because it seems especially the game today, it felt like just we were scared to make plays, and I think once that gets settled, I think you'll see us just gelling more, and maybe we'll see something more competitive. But today we kind of just rolled over and let them slowly win the game, which is kind of just sucks overall. Those kind of games just feel bad. It's just we kind of just didn't put up a fight. We just let them slowly win, and that's it's frustrating in a way. But I think we'll learn from it, and then it is the first game of the season, so there's a lot more upcoming games we can learn from. So,
is there anything that you think all these analysts and the people on the desk and all that stuff that they're not realizing about your team? Is there some strength that's going on there? Anything that people are underestimating you on, in your opinion?
It does kind of make sense when they look at us we have 5 NA players, there's no imports, and our players can't, besides contracts, we all came from the lower seeded team. So just from an outside source, it kind of makes sense that their opinions are that way. But it's our job to prove them wrong and improve over time, and I think that's what we're going to look to do over the whole season.
Very good. Lourlo, is there anything you want to say to any of the potential Golden Guardians fans? Because one thing I thought was pretty cool, there's actually a lot of
potential.
Because they're trying to decide, right? They're trying to decide. 4 teams left.
Shit on us like that already, dude?
Did you know that there were 4 teams that left? All these people are where should I go? Where should I go? They're looking at you guys. First loss, but I was surprised. There's a lot of people here supporting you guys on day 1. So anything that you would say to anybody out there who are thinking about getting in on this,
Yeah, I think it's going to take some time for us to gel still, and I think we're going to show way more dominant performances as the season go on, and we just need to get rid of the nerves thing and just become more confident, I think, as a whole team, and then we'll move forward and hope you guys keep supporting us. So thank you.
Hey, one more bonus question.
Oh, yeah. Let me hear it.
You guys hired a lot of my previous staff, including a social media manager who works for you guys now. Used to work with me. How's she doing? I just want to check up on her.
What?
I'm just curious. Is she doing all right? She was on a good path at Yahoo. I just want to make sure she's still upward trajectory.
Yeah, she's taking great pictures of us.
Okay, great. Good pictures. Very good. All right, thank you so much, Lourlo, for the interview. Glad I could check up. I'll ask about Hunter next time, because
awesome.
I want to see. Also,
I have all the inside info if you need it.
Did you know that Spellsy, who I forget what role he has, he used to work with me as well.
Oh, so you're like the overbearing head of like.
Yeah,
so maybe you're like, oh, so you're a Golden Guardians fan too? Oh.
I've just groomed these people to make sure that they're good for you guys. So if there are any issues, let me know and I'll talk to them. Yeah. Thank you so much for the interview. You can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the interview. Brought to you by OmniSlash.
And me.
You can check out nobody knows who you are.
Yet.
Okay. You can check out the rest of my coverage and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right here.